Well, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm Steven.
And I'm John.
And
Good morning.
we're so excited to be here this morning. We just try to do this every week to try to get in front of you, give you information about Bookstore Manager, what's exciting, what's upcoming. And so sometimes it takes us a couple of opportunities to get it right. So hopefully audio's working, everything's good
This is
there.
take two.
Yeah, take two. So we try to get in front of you. There's just lots of exciting stuff going on. Really, email marketing is making a rise back. People are trusting email again. I think more importantly, they're trusting email filters, which get out junk, so it's not so overwhelming to get in their email. And so we have a lot of customers taking advantage of our email marketing program that's in Bookstore Manager. There's also other ways if you don't want to use that. There's some free services out there. Take advantage. But if you want to incorporate that and make it automated and do things like that, talk to me. We'll get more information about that. Websites has been really exciting. Version 9's been very exciting. A lot of people are using that roundup feature for find something locally that is a good cause and be able to contribute to that. That roundup feature is just a huge way to do that. Supporting local organizations. Maybe you have somebody that's going through a medical trial. Take advantage of that version 9 feature. We also have a document that John keeps up to date. You tell him a little bit about that.
So it's a Google Doc. Reason I did that is just so as we add features, I can go ahead and update that so that if you have a link, if you're on version 9, you've been on version 9 for a little while or a lot of while, or you're considering going to version 9, I have a document we can send you. Like I said, it's a Google Doc, so you can see all the enhancements we've done. I put them there. We try to do Wake Up Wednesdays on new features. Anyway, so yeah, if you're interested in getting a link to that, just let us know.
Yeah.
Also, if you're on version 9 on your server, when I do your upgrade, I automatically put a shortcut to that document. So if you are on version 9, you should be able to go to your server and already have that link there. But
Yeah,
if
and
you're interested in that,
I want to highlight.
just
Don't do that.
okay.
I want to highlight something that he did bring up. Is the Google document is live, which means he's adding to it. So if it's been a little while, you've been on version 9, and you've not gone back and looked at that document, take a look at it. Make sure you're not missing out of a really key feature that you can take advantage of. Because, like I said, it's a live document, so it's going to constantly change. So every once in a while, go back and check that document, kind of see what's been added, things like that. We just want to get in front of you every week. We want to pray for you. We want to talk to you. We want you to stay up to date with what's going on with the Bookstore Manager.
And sometimes we don't even talk about Bookstore Manager.
That's true.
It's happened a time or two.
And remember, Bookstore Manager, we're not like other softwares. We update the software every month. So we don't wait for a major upgrade every 2 years or anything like that. We update your software every single month. We update your database every single night so that you're constantly being up to date. We are a technology company. We're always doing research and development to find out what's the newest, what do we need to do, computer upgrades. And so we we want you to keep you on that technology side. And so we spend a lot of time and effort to do that. And so I'm going to turn it over to John.
Well, and on just to add, piggyback on what he's saying, if you have a good idea, shoot it our way. You could have it, right away, or like I said, we update it every month. So
yeah, and one
idea,
other thing
send our way.
I'm going to talk about. A lot of people don't realize you can have a tablet working in your store. If you want a customer service tablet that you can walk around, you can help customers. You can even use it as a line buster if you wanted to if you have a big line. We have that capability.
When Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, Christmas is coming. So if you want to have a little tablet solution, we do that. It's a Microsoft Surface tablet is the one we recommend. There's Samsung. There's a lot of other brands out there you can get. But it is a quick and easy way to move around your store. You can use it to do inventory. There's really an endless amount of possibilities of what you can do with that. Maybe you want to slim down the register size. Maybe you don't want to have a bulky monitor or something like that. You can have just a tablet that's just sitting there for you. So there's a lot of solutions that you can do. So if you want to do things like that, talk to me. We have all kinds of options. You have wireless scanners, wireless receipt printers, wireless credit card. I mean, you everything. And so lots of options there. But John does have something that he's going to talk to you about today. So what's that?
So I'm going to talk about today consolidating your credit card buttons. So kind of historically, like when I first started 23 years ago, when we went to go set up your credit card buttons, you would have a Visa, a MasterCard, Discover, Amex buttons all separate.
Yeah.
Really, there's not any reason to do it that way. So I'm just going to bring up the software here. And right now I did set it up with all the different buttons. And so where you set up those buttons is SLJD. Let's see
You want
here.
to show them what you're talking about in point of sale real quick?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. So in point of sale, great idea.
Thanks.
And then let's see, let's just pull up support and new email feature. And so what we've got here, so sorry about that, doing a sell, Stephen Ammons. So when you go, and so right here you can see that I have an Amex, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. And so when I click there, this is where you can do the all the different options for the credit card. So what
Hey, if you don't know, review last card. That's a kind of a newer option there.
Mm-hmm. So if you've just done a card, you're not sure if it went through or whatever, you can actually hit the review. So what I'm talking about here is these four.
SLJD, was that the program?
Brothers. Okay, so where you set up those buttons is in SLJD. And so what I'm talking about here is consolidating those. Because really, if I had a MasterCard in my hand and I accidentally clicked the Amex button and I swipe that card, it's going to go through just like that. So it doesn't matter. So what we're recommending is to add a credit card button. And then also we added a new feature in version 9, and you can actually do a quick credit card. You don't have to go to that in-between screen. So if you do credit card charges only, so right now if you have a PAX unit and you hit credit card, you're going to get a box, that box I brought up earlier that said manual, voice auth, credit, debit, that screen. You still want to have that option. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second button called manual, because this is where you're going to have to get to. And so right now it's now set to credit, debit, voice, view. And so you do want to still have a button for all those, because if you do need to do a manual credit, you have to have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to disable these others. And so
and this is really just a way to clean up your subtotal screen, so there's not so many options for, maybe you have new frontliners. It's just less overwhelming. There's not as many options there. So now we're going to show you kind of what that screen looks like after making these changes.
I'm driving.
You're driving.
Back off. Point of sale. Let's see. So let's go in here. Stop.
Okay,
and so what I'm going to do is sell. And so now I'm going to go to subtotal. And so this is really, you can see how much cleaner it looks. Even if you wanted to, you could skip a couple buttons, make these be out here.
Also, remember, this menu is fully customizable. You can change all these colors. If you don't like the colors that they are, you can change these up.
Yes, you can. And so now, if I were to hit credit card versus before, when I hit credit card, it would go to that in-between screen, all the different options. Now, you can just click credit card. It's going to immediately, that's going to fail. My bad. Shouldn't have clicked that. I don't have a PAX unit.
It's immediately going to
It's going to jump over to your PAX unit, and the customer's just going to be able to tap, pay, Apple Pay, whatever they want to do. We'll just
it's just one less
give
click.
this a minute. Yeah,
it's just one less click that you have to do.
It's a little faster.
That's kind of what we wanted to show you today. Again, we make changes frequently, so make sure you're checking those, and so you can do that.
And then here's your manual credit card option. So you still want to have that. This is where you could do your manual option. So yeah, so just consolidate those buttons. You don't really need them broken out any longer.
Christmas is around the corner. We know a lot of you use the layaway feature around Christmas, and so just know that option's there. We might do a short video over that on one of these Wake Up Wednesdays. For those of you that are interested, I know when COVID hit, a lot of people started doing some layaway options for their customers, and so that's all we have for you today. Know that we're praying for you. If you have any specific prayer requests, drop those down in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in with us. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you next week.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Have a blessed day.